Hello, my name is Leander Grogan, proud grandfather and manager of the Allen Sisters Entertainment Network. A 30-year novelist with books all over the world. I want to retire, but somehow I keep getting voted down. So here I am. I was raised in the country, riding horses, picking cotton, sweet berries, and pecans, and stepping over snakes and spiders until I moved to an inner city neighborhood in Houston where one fight a day was considered a good day. It takes an awful lot to make me cry. So why have I been boo-hooing like a baby the last 3 years? My tearful saga began the night before video summer school, watching the girls lying around all day with nothing to do, longing for the 100-degree Texas heat to dissipate, if only for a few hours before dark, so they could ride their bikes. I created a 3-week session so they could learn about acting and movie making and expressing themselves creatively. My hope was that they would become the JoJo Siwa, Mighty McClure twins, child stars they were destined to be. Let's stop for a moment to talk about destiny. You don't expect NBA star Shaquille O'Neal to make a living prancing across the stage in ballerina shoes. He's a big muscle factory, aggressive and overpowering. Destiny has equipped him to be what he was intended to be. It goes without saying, we don't always fulfill our destiny. We might have the physical tools, but our mindset may have been altered or damaged during those early stages of development so that we cannot follow through. My point is quite simple. If you see your little girl consistently and religiously out in the yard catching butterflies and digging dirt, on her way to becoming California's most renowned botanist and Nobel Prize winner, don't force her to go to school to become a corporate lawyer. When you look at the Allen sisters and their unique gifts of beauty, charm, and quirky old soul personalities that are obviously fueled from another time and place.
American Girl doll, American Girl doll, American Girl doll. I said, American Girl doll. Not Picasso, that's some kind of old painting. Hey Siri, American Girl doll, not Girl ball. Hey Siri, who are you? Where is this Google place? Hiding in the clouds? I'll find you, Google. And when I do, it's not going to be pretty. It's best to learn how to read before you go to school. Otherwise, you run into a lot of problems.
Intuitively, you realize their destiny is not to patrol dark alleys and haul in the bad guys or conduct experiments in a scientific lab. These are honorable professions, but not a fit for them. The original Allen sisters, Debbie and Felicia Allen, started their careers a few miles down the freeway from here. So did Beyonce Knowles. These girls, the Allen sisters, have been woven into a prefab. They just needed the early guidance and confidence building to step into their zone. Back to the crying grandpa story. The night before the 3-week video summer school was scheduled to begin, the older sister, Alana, came into my office. She had something to say, but wasn't quite sure how to say it. Finally, she mustered the words, speaking for both her and her sister Camille. Papa, we don't know what this school is all about, but we will do our best. At that rare moment in time, I saw her fear and anxiety, her naivety of expectations described by me, but lost in the innocence of her childhood, being overruled by sheer determination. Her faith that Pawpaw's best interest for her and her sister would light a candle in the dark to show the way. When she left the room, I couldn't stop shaking, couldn't stop crying. When you go into battle, you hope that these are the kinds of comrades that share your foxhole. So many grown-ups lack these attributes, not necessarily the expertise to accomplish the goal, but rather the willingness to try. My next crying spell came a few days later. We had no props for our first video. The girls had no idea what the word props meant, and yet they eagerly sprang into action. We found cardboard boxes in the garage. All day long, they cut and painted and glued until they created something out of nothing, props out of thin air. After they had gone to bed, I ventured back into the room to inspect their offering. I should have known better. The resulting flood of emotions primed still another deep dive into the pool of tears. During the COVID-19 pandemic, they were so glad to skip school, stay home, and goof off. But that didn't last very long. They began to miss their friends. The strange routine of isolation and hearing grown-ups talk about death began to take its toll. They wanted to do something, but what? They decided to do what had become a natural form of expression. They asked their pawpaw to help them make a video so their friends could have hope and not be so afraid. Thus, the Allen Sisters COVID-19 video. Another box of Pawpaw's Kleenex down the drain.
A bit earlier, we talked about determination.
The Allen sisters couldn't really dance, no innate soul in their bones, but they kept on dancing. They had no formal training as actresses, but they kept on acting.
Like no one believed me. That night I saw the terror chicken in our backyard. He had a long neck and big feet and a sharp mouth to peck you apart and eat you alive. They're out there. Who? Our friends, our neighbors, our fans. We were supposed to put on a show, but Mama says clean up the room right now. We live in a three-dimensional world, tied with death. But Einstein says there's a fourth dimension. It's called time, and time manipulates the other three. But the fabric of time is very fragile. A black hole might make the future bend back on the present. So when Mama said now, she could really mean the future without knowing it.
When it was time to create the audio books, They eagerly volunteered to help write the rap segment.
Break those letters down one by one. Let that sound roll off your tongue. Alphabet party don't mean no harm. Stack your letters or suck your thumb.
Every road seemed to lead to one destination, a feature movie. And so we took the plunge. Mama's New Wig is that movie. We have an incredible story about one of the most prolific, deeply cherished topics in urban culture, handed down from grandmother to mother to daughter, a story that Disney can't tell. Black hair is a story unto itself, but we need your help to tell it. Contrary to what the AI gurus tell us, even with the amazing new digital tools now available, movie making is not free. As an old school sweat equity entrepreneur, my approach has been to use my own funding. But a couple of people a lot smarter than me told me point blank, drop the ego. This is bigger than you. Thousands of little kids will pursue their dreams inspired by the courage and perseverance of your little girls. Your pride is holding you back, holding a whole generation back. Give people a chance to help. I know this to be true. Kids have a huge influence over other kids. I've seen the Allen sisters watch episodes of Sister Sister and then imagine themselves doing the same thing. Years from now, a young starlet will walk onto the stage to accept her award and then talk about how the famous Allen sisters gave her the courage to persevere. The same Allen sisters you sprinkled stardust upon so long ago. So here I am, pride-free, a fresh box of clinics waiting in the wings. Guiding young souls up the stairway of destiny is not easy, but at this precise moment in time, it is my privilege and your privilege to pursue. Partner with me on this incredible journey. Let's make a difference that will be felt 1,000 years from now. The Allen sisters and I thank you so much for your courage. Thank you so much for joining in.